Okay, I can explain the story of the house very quickly. It's a house from the 1800s. So this house actually have 180 years. It was the birthplace to Joaquim Duarte Murtinho and Joaquim Correa. This man was entrepreneur in Brazil, especially in Mato Grosso. He was like a minister in the early 20th century, and he was the first man to cultivate like the mate herb in Brazil. And then his family sold the house to Joaquim Correa. He was the younger priest in the history of the Catholic, the Catholicism. He was contemporary priest with 29 years old, and priest, not bisp, with 29 years old, and archbishop with 36. And he made the hymn of the state and the flag. And these ceramics these are ceramics from people that were slaves. Yeah. And this one is that replica of Chinese pottery that I told you.
From China.
Yes, and this is European. You can see these two pigeons here, and it's like the Romeo and Juliet history, but in the plate. We have here is some dolls, like the leg of the doll, the arm, the face, and the hair. And all of this was found in the back of the house. And you can see that the house is in U-shaped. The front is turned to the river. That's strange because our houses, the front of it is from the street. But in that times the street was the river. So all of the things all came from the river. Food and to wash their clothes, all was in the river.
So we're in this building here.
Yeah. This this path is shorter than that we have today, because we have now the river lowered. The water level shrinked from that time to now.
Yeah, the tide.
Yeah.
Tide is going down.
So now we have the history of the life in our planet. This is the Pangaea. We have like a lot of information about it, basically in the geologic field. But one that's very interesting for our trip here is right here we have Mesosaurus brasiliensis. It was found in the south of the African continent and in the south of the South America. So one time it was all united, and now it's all
now
separated.
it's a dinosaur.
Yeah.
Or mammal.
Yes. So we found in the two continents, and that's it. If you are interested in why this happens and all of it, it's very complicated, but you can see in the Google Earth, in the Google Maps, you can go to the South America and Africa. You can see the Atlantic Ocean, and it has like a line in the middle, and that's the line that broke the continents. It's very interesting actually. And here we have the first forms of life. This is a stromatolite. It's like the first ever thing to do photosynthesis. It's a bacteria colony, and it works like here. You can see that it has a lot of stripes.
Mm-hmm.
We have like a shallow ocean, and there are like a colony of bacteria
Bacteria.
in the ocean floor, and then like it's shallow, and the waves throw sediments, throw sand above this bacteria, and then they go up, and more sediment go up, sediment go up, sediment, making this banded formation. So this is an ichnofossil. We know that the creature is not there, but the trace of the creature is there. That's an ichnofossil. This is an ichnofossil too. It's like the holes that some creature burrowed. And stromatolites exist still today. We have some stromatolites in some lakes in Rio de Janeiro, and in Australia we have some today living stromatolites. They're the last one. So in this time they were the principal. The oxygen in the
To make
come
oxygen.
from
They started making oxygen
Yes,
for the
yes.
planet.
and they lived before this line. That is the line that
Pre-Cambrian.
Precambrian to the Paleozoic. Paleozoic, it's the period that the fishes and crustaceans existed. These are brachiopods that were found in Chapada dos Guimarães, and like they were very, very abundant. Like if you go to the right place in Chapada dos Guimarães, you can like step on these things. There are a lot, and this confirms that the Chapada dos Guimarães was a shallow sea sometime. And here we can see a trilobite that was one of the earliest crustaceans. And then we come to the final part of the Paleozoic. We come to the Permian, where the first reptiles appeared. This is the Mesosaurus brasiliensis, and this is a bone from a dinosaur already. So when the reptiles arrived, they were very successful in land, especially, and they like spread in many forms, in many niches, and they formed like the dinosaurs. We have some two groups: the ornitho, like the more like birds, the more like lizards. Right? The two types of dinosaurs. The first one are the lizards that we know, like Triceratops and Titanosaurs and these animals. And we have the bird-like, that are the Tyrannosaurs, the Velociraptor, the Ornitholestes. Yes, these are the bird type dinosaur. Actually, we have today dinosaurs living. When we say that the dinosaurs were extinct, it's false. The dinosaurs, non-avian dinosaurs, were extinct. Till today, we have the birds that are dinosaurs living. And this is some fossils from dinosaurs, specifically for the Titanosaurus. This is the caudal vertebrae, and this is all of caudal vertebrae, and this is a femur.
Oh yeah.
So
Big leg.
yeah, and we are actually kind of poor in this part of the Mesozoic because we just have one formation in Mato Grosso that comports these dinosaurs. So we come to the more abundant part. That is when we are today. The Cenozoic is when the mammals survived the impact of the meteorite, and they spread like the reptiles once did. And we have here some mammoth teeth. It's mastodont. We have this name. It's a mammoth from South America. And here we have some more fossils. This is humerus for a giant sloth, and this is a femur from a giant sloth too. And we have two species here. We have the Eremotherium and the Glossotherium. The Eremotherium had 6 meters in length, and the Glossotherium 2 meters. And we have all fossils here. Like this is from Glossotherium, this is from Eremotherium. This is a vertebrae, and this is a tibia. Tibia, I don't remember the in English, but all right, this is a replica, but all of it are real fossils. This is a replica because we can't show unique fossils to the public. Because if this for some reason breaks, it's like we don't have a price for this thing. So if it breaks, it's a lost. But we have exactly, it's a perfect replica for a piece that we have. It's in the technical reserve. So here we come to the Pampatherium, that it's armadillo, like a giant armadillo. And this is a tiny one, because if we see the size that this thing could get, it could get the size of the Beetle, that Volkswagen car. So it's
Pretty big.
Pretty big.
Big armadillo.
Yeah. So we have one animal that survived all of this and is living till today with us. That is the tapir.
Oh yeah.
The tapir, the Indian one and the Brazilian one are megafauna, but are are small compared to these guys. So they survived. And yeah, and here we come to the archaeological part. And you can see here that is telling that the humanity arrived in South America between 12,000 years, but this is incorrect. Or yeah, we have some fossils and some evidences that tell that the humanity arrived in South America probably like 30,000 years ago. So this is wrong, but we are gonna change anyway. So it doesn't matter.
Update.
Yeah, this is like we call this nucleus, and this percutor. I don't know the word in English because I discovered this word in Portuguese just some days ago. So I don't know in English the name for percutor, but they pick the percutor, that it's a very hard rock, and they smash in the nucleus, that it's a rock with the weak part that stays in a knife shape, like
a cutting shape.
Yes, like in a
blade.
In a blade, yeah. So we have some spear heads and some instruments for defense. This is quartz, and you can see in many other cultures in South America, like in Peru, they have some of these objects, but made with obsidian, because it's like a glass. And we today use obsidian to make chirurgical processes.
Yeah, razor blades.
Yeah, because it's the most thin that a blade could ever be. It's obsidian. And here we have like in the moment that the humanity could cultivate their food. In this part, they were running for their food and hunting and gathering. But in this period, they could plant, and if you could plant, you can make a house, and then all of the humanity grows. In the moment that we made a house with a leader and a pyramid of power, and this is the civilization. So how to make this? You pick some of these, and in a flowing river, you pick some sand with a lot of quartz and wrap it a lot till it gets this round shape. It's very simple, but very hard work, because it can take days to do it. So when you can make your food, you can plant. You need to put in something. You need to make something to
Store.
to store. Yes.
Yes.
So the ceramics appeared in this time. So these are ceramics from indigenous people. This is from Tupi. You can see the marks made by nails, and this one are made by sticks. So this is Tupi, and this is Xingu. We know just because of the marks. And here we have the ritualistic part. This is a cranial. This is a head.
A skull.
A skull in a pot, but it's complicated because it was not like a ceramic that they put the head of the dead person in there. No, they put the head in a base and make the ceramic like in volta. I don't remember the word. So
embalming.
Yes, involving the skull, and this is borrowed. This one is for the entire body. They put the person in fetal position there, close, and put in a separate house in the village, because they do not burn this one. They stayed in a separate house. And this is it's an urn made for like when you burn a person after
Cremate.
yes. So it's
for cremation.
cremation. All right. And here we have like we call this place that we are the Baixada Cuiabana. That is like the down part of Cuiabá.
The whole.
Yeah, it's like low. It's like the Netherlands, you know. It's like a bowl. Yeah. So there we have the Chapada dos Guimarães, and here we have the Baixada Cuiabana, and here we can say a ritual that is for a boy become a man. All of the ethnic groups have some kind of one, and this one especially they call the Casa Grande ritual. It means a big house, and they put like a 12 years old boy or girl in a house, in a separate house in the village, and they stay there for like 6 months, learning about their culture and their traits and all of that. And after these 6 months, they go out and they are considered adults. but in this period they can't interact with any other people besides the elder people in the village. Yeah, so when you make 12 years old, you cannot interact with children anymore because now you are a man. Yeah, this is one of them. We have a lot of rituals like that. We have one that they put a glove of ants. It's a very big ant that we have in Brazil, and they put a lot of ants in the glove, and they need to stay with the glove and dance like all day long, receiving the venom of the ants. And some of them make some like tools with fish teeth, and they slap it in their back to become adults. But you can make this after you pass this, just to cure diseases, spiritual diseases in general. And speaking of that, we came to the last part of the internal exposition. That is the only one in the world that exposes these masks from the ethnic group Cuiabá. And they are for that, to cure diseases, physical, psychological, and spiritual diseases, all of them. And they were donated to the museum by the founder of the museum. That was donated to him, to her, because she made a lot of effort to conserve these villages, these people. And yeah, we have some fish teeth in the confection of these masks, and the confection of these masks actually is a cultural, like, it's protected. Just the